Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Nebraska's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, an obvious... offense getting set for first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, it's McKee. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time. At the 35, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
This offense has a second down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Buying some time. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
USC 3, Nebraska 0.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Ivory. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Discards a man. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the Huskers are stopped, but not before getting the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now they're going to throw it. Complete to the right. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Scrambling away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bannon. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over the Pandas.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Johnson looking to throw. Coming after him. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
USC, number 9, hauls it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Working that left side now. Great move. Now he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Red pass, it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Nebraska, 7.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback on the keeper. The Huskers get enough to move the chains. And now on first down after converting with the run. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Bannon. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Keeps the legs moving. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. They're throwing for it on fourth down. feeling some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to